Hi children, welcome to English Honeydew, Unit 1, the best Christmas present in the world. And in this session, I'll be taking the fifth part of this unit. Now, in the previous video, we have read the letter which Jim has written to his wife, in which he is describing about the events which they did, the celebration they enjoyed during the Christmas time. Now, in this session, we will find that what exactly the author did after reading the chapter. Now, it's going to be more interesting that what he is going to do with that letter and how he is going to react, whether he is going to meet Connie or not. All these things we will be finding out once. Yes, children, now let's begin the chapter from page number 14, the third section of this chapter. I folded the letter again and slipped it carefully back into its envelope. Now, you know that the author was reading the letter written by Jim to his wife. Now, after reading the letter, he folds it and keeps it back in the envelope. I kept awake all night. The whole night, the author, Michael Morpurgo, was very disturbed after reading that letter, so he couldn't get the sleep. By morning, I knew what I had to do. I drove into Bridport. He took his car and he went to Bridport, just a few miles away, which is only a little distance away from his place. I asked a boy walking his dog where Copper Beaches was. Now he met a boy जो अपने dog को walk पे ले जाने के लिए लेके आया था, and he asked that boy where Copper Beaches was. House number 12 turned out to be nothing but a burned out shed. Okay, that building was completely burned. The roof gapping, the windows boarded up. Okay, so all these things you could see in a completely destroyed shape. I knocked at the house next door. Okay, he is knocking at the neighbor's house and asked if anyone knew the whereabouts of Mrs. Macpherson, that is Connie. Oh yes, said the old man in his slippers. He knew her very well. A lovely old lady, he told me. A bit muddle-headed. Muddle-headed, see the meaning here? Confused. So he is telling that Connie is mostly confused. But at her age, she was entitled to be. And because of her age, it's obvious that she would be confused. Wasn't she 101 years old? So that was the age of Connie. She had been in the house when it caught fire. No one really knew how the fire had started, but it would well have been candles. Now he's saying that no one knows exactly the reason how the building got fire, but they think that it would be candles. Now, you know this story is 1914, so during that time electricity was very expensive. So some people used to opt for no electricity, so they used to light their room with the help of candles. She used candles rather than electricity because she always thought electricity was too expensive. The firemen got her out just in time, so it was a very narrow escape. She was in a nursing home now, and after that incident, she was kept in the nursing home. Now, nursing home is a place where old people are taken care of. Burlington House. Now, where is this nursing home? It's in Burlington House on the Dorchester Road on the other side of the road. So, after this, you have this comprehension check. Why did author go to Bridport? The author went to Bridport to meet Mrs. Jim Macpherson and deliver to her Jim's letter. So, Michael Morpurgo is traveling all the way just to return that letter to Connie. Why he wants to return? Because in the beginning of the story, we have read that this letter is so precious that the owner wants it to be buried with her. How old was Mrs. Macpherson? She was 101 years old. Where was she? She was in a nursing home. Okay, so you'll be writing these two answers in the notebook. So comprehension check was not the end of this video. We'll do one more paragraph in continuation to that I found Burlington House nursing home easily enough. Now, the author is traveling to the nursing home where Pony is staying. There were paper chains up in the hallway. Now, as he entered in the corridor, it was all decorated with the paper chains, and a lighted Christmas tree stood in the corner with a lopsided angel on top. So, from all these decorations, we can make out that this is Christmas time again. So, the corridor was very well decorated. There was a Christmas tree at one corner, and it was decorated with all lights, and on top of it there was a lopsided angel too. I said I was a friend come to visit Mrs. Macpherson to bring her a Christmas present. Now he goes to the reception and he's telling her that he has come here to meet Mrs. Macpherson Pony, and he has come to give her a Christmas present. Now we are entering towards the climax of this story. I could see through into the dining room where everyone was wearing a paper hat and singing. So it was a celebration time. So there were other people in the nursing home, so they also were wearing paper hats and they were celebrating the festival. The matron means the in charge of this nursing home, had a hat on too and seemed happy enough to see me. She was very happy to meet the author. She even offered me a mince pie. Now it's a special cake which is made during the Christmas time. She walked me along the corridor. So the matron is taking the author to meet Connie. So they walked through the corridor. Mrs. Macpherson is not in with the others. Now it was bothering the author that why she is not celebrating with others wearing those paper hats and all. So what answer the matron gives? She is rather confused today. You know, she has got a lot of emotions associated with the Christmas. So she is mostly confused especially during this festival. So we thought it best if she had a good rest. So she is not with others. She is in her room. She has no family, no one visits. So I am sure she will be only too pleased to see you. जैसे उसको कोई मिलने आता नहीं था तो author को मिलेगी तो she will be very happy. She took me into a conservatory with wicker chairs and potted plants all around and left me. Now matron उसको लेके जाता है और एक ऐसे रूम में लेके जाता है जो अच्छे से बंद है और वहाँ पे वो एक व्हील चेयर देखता है and there were some potted chairs around it. Now in this video we will do till here only, but don't off the video because we will be doing the textual grammar. Let's do working with language. Look at these sentences from the story. I spotted it in a junk shop in Bridport. The man said it was made in the early 19th century. This one was in bad condition. This is the same text taken from the textbook. The italicized. What is the meaning of italicized? जो थोड़े टेढ़े हो, slanted words. Words are in the past tense. For example, see here. The spotted is in italicized form. So this is the past tense. They tell us what happened in the past before now. Now read the passage below and underline the words in the past tense. This activity will be doing in the textbook itself. So let's find out which all things are there in past tense. Just underline it. A man got is in past tense, so underline it, on the train and sat down. Now sat is also past tense. The compartment was empty. Was, underline was. Except for one lady. She took her gloves off. A few hours later, the police arrested, underline arrested, the man. They held him, underline held, for 24 hours and then freed, underline free. Okay, so these are all words in past tense. Now look at these sentences. The wind had lifted almost everywhere. Both fire and water had taken their toll on this desk. Notice the verb forms had lifted, had taken. Now these are all past perfect The author found and bought the desk in the past. The desk was damaged before the author found it and bought it. Fire and water had damaged the desk before the author found it. Now we use verb forms like had damaged for an event in the earlier past. If there are two events in the past, we use had form of the event that occurred first in the past. So based on all these things, we will be now filling the blanks using the correct form of the verbs in brackets. I have already filled it up, so you can copy from here. My little sister is very naughty. When she came back from school yesterday, she had torn her dress. We asked, we are using all the past tense form. In the bracket they have given the verb and you have to make the past tense form. Heard how it had happened. She said she had quarreled with a boy. She had beaten him in a race and he had tried to push her. She had told the teacher and so he had chased her and she had fallen and had torn her dress. Okay, so complete this paragraph. Underline the words and arrange them in two columns. Now, you have to write past and earlier past. Now, in all those verbs where you have used had, that will come under the category of earlier past. Okay, जहाँ पे had लिखा है, उन सबको earlier past में लिखना है, और जहाँ had नहीं है, उसको simple past में लिखना है. So, in past tense, you will write set out, stay. Just go through these sentences. Based on these sentences, you will be separating them into past tense and earlier past. Like my friends set out to see the caves in the next town, but I stayed at home because I had seen. So जो had seen है, that will be putting in earlier past. Set out in past. Now for B section, also the similar way you will be doing. When they arrived, now arrived will be coming in this column at the station. The train had left. So had left is the earlier past. They came back home, but by that time I had gone out to see a movie. C and D, you can identify the same way. Answers I have already written in the slide here. Now we will be doing this also. Write down the sentences in which they occur. Consult the dictionary. Using the dictionary is a very good practice. And write down the meanings that you think matches the meaning of the phrasal verb. I have already done it for you, but it would be nice if you go through those meanings in the dictionary again. First one is burn out. These are all phrases. So first you have to write the meaning for these phrases and make sentences. Burn out, destroyed by fire. House number 12 turned out to be nothing but a burned out shell after the fire. You can make your own sentence also. Not necessary that you have to copy this one only. It would be nice if you try to make your own sentence. Light up is brighten. That was the moment her eyes lit up with recognition of her husband. Look on toward something happening. Hans moved and I looked on and cheered, clapping our hands. Run out is finished. By the end of the journey, we had run out of drinking water. Keep out, that is to avoid. The soldiers were clapping their hands and stamping their feet to keep out the cold. Now here you have the writing section. You know that we always write this letter writing and all in the grammar. So I won't be giving you the answers for this. You don't have to do it for your honeydew. You will be doing all these sections in the grammar part. Story writing as well as letter writing. Okay. Now I will tell you what today's homework is. So homework for today's session is write comprehension check of page 15. You remember the two questions that you will be writing in the notebook. Write working with language, page number 17 and 18, that past tense form of the verb, that earlier past, that table form, that you can do it in the textbook itself. Then write page number 18, question number 2, dictionary verb, that is of phrasal words. Okay, you have to write the meaning and make sentences. That one you will be doing in the notebook. So this and this write in notebook. This you can do in the textbook. Thank you and take care. Bye.